Hello everyone, and welcome back to some vintage story. We have a drifter and a rift in our front yard. That's nice. It is medium... What the... game is being a little... iffy. But that rift did just disappear. Hey, leather. What should I do with this? Da, 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 da. I don't know. Leather backpack, 6 storage slots. That could be nice. Just like that. Be sure to tell me in the comments if there's a bigger, like, bag. 1 second, I'm gonna... Boop. There you go. But yeah, tell me if there's a bigger bag. I don't know if I can, like, put this on the... Hey, I can. That actually is pretty cute. That's a good decoration. But be sure to tell me what I should do with the rest of this leather. If I should make, like, more bags or not. Give me your opinion and I'll figure it out. Okay. Portal gone. New portal appeared with a guy who shoots at me. That's nice. I wanted to kind of make bread today, but the monsters say no, I can't walk outside. I go just deal with him. Oh. I thought it didn't die. That death animation took a second. Creepy thing. Oh, an arrow, though. Anyway, so we finished a little, not the interior roof of this place, but we got this. And I need to figure out how to make bread. Should I just use rye? That's a lot of hours of open storage. Rye flour. Grinding grains. And 1 grain of rye flour with 1 liter of water. Okay. Let's do H and search bread. So there's part baked bread, which would not be great. There's sunflowers? Okay, well that's a kind of distraction. We have spelt, flax, we do have rice, and yeah, spelt, rye, and flax. Spelt gives 30, rye gives, 300, 300. This one gives 160, so flax sucks. Rye grain is fine though. Interesting. Let's go to the little kern. Feels odd using the same kern I use to chop up borax as the same one to make flour. But here's rice flour. Interesting, it lasts longer this way as well. Can I just craft it with the bucket? Yes. Nice. I'm gonna just test this first. I'm pretty sure I can take it out of the oven after, but... Okay, there's room for 4. So I can actually do 2 more. So let's go... do this. Maybe I should have done the bakery closer to the windmill. Because then I could walk down the windmill path to go to the windmill. I need another kern for the windmill. And then I can just put the flour in there. Not the flour, but whatever the grain is that I want to use. Put it in there. And then do the process. I didn't grab firewood. So I'm actually going to grab a bunch of that. I don't know how much I am supposed to fit in here. It's a work in progress. First time baking. Okay, it's 5 or 6. I don't know. What does this need? Baking temperature 200 degrees. Bakes into rye bread. Parentheses charred. That's wonderful, isn't it? Oh! Ingredient for pies. Peanut pie. Bottom crust requires dough. Peanuts. How do you even gather peanuts? Growing peanuts. Mature peanuts. I have not seen peanuts before. But you can do it with fruit too. I'm searching this again. Oh. Do I need something like mittens to take these out so they don't like burn my hand? Also, how is this supposed to look? Chart is a lot darker. Can we see them like rise? Oh. Part baked? They're growing. Look at them. They're rising slightly. Oh, that's so cool. I am going to like the bakery. Very much. Fully cooked rye bread. Fresh for 8 days. I'm gonna probably have to eat this first. Oh yeah, fresh for 5 hours. And then I can have some of my bread. But that was cool. Where do I keep these arrows? Let's put those back. And the water bucket. Well, that was our first little trial at baking. We should try pies next, but for now, I'm gonna go run over to the windmill. I want to see... Maybe being in the area will help it grow faster. But I would like more flax fibers. I really want to get the windmill looking a bit bigger. It'd also be nice if they made it so you could make the windmill... You could design how you want the sails to look on the windmill. Because currently it just goes out in 4 directions, 1 block. But if it could be more than that and catch more wind or something, that would be nice. Just for the builder people. Already out of water. Because there are so many cool things that they could add to Vintage Story. I'd love to make like a little video. Probably an edited video, so more people watch it, of my ideas for Vintage Story. That could be fun. Because I have this whole idea of like beekeeping, having a little upgrade. Because currently you just make the skeps and you put them down and you harvest them, and sometimes the bees get mad at you. And there's a whole beekeeping outfit in the game. I guess you make it if you're a clothier, or a tailor I mean. Or you can buy it from a tailor. But I don't think it actually like negates bees from attacking you. It doesn't say anything. I'll look at it once I finish watering the field so I can show you better, but let's do that. Beekeeper outfit. So there's a whole beekeeper thing, and it just says sold by, and it gives warmth. It doesn't say like, oh, it negates bees as like a full set bonus or anything. But it'd be cool if that was a thing. And I know that in our day and age, there's things like a beekeeping box. That you can have like a little box that you put kind of pieces with holes in it, wood pieces with holes in it that the bees fill out with honeycomb. And if you could do that, that would be nice. And then you wouldn't have to make so many skeps, but I don't know how you would make the bee box frames exactly. Because the bee box frame should be like good enough that you can make many, but also cost enough where it's like, oh yeah, this is a little later than skeps, you know? All of these are 7. I should probably harvest these, but then I might have to rotate fields. And that's a whole different problem that I don't want to solve today. I just want to enjoy watering my plants and having cool aesthetics. Because I have enough food for right now. I'm good on food. But anyway, I have a bunch of other ideas that aren't related to beekeeping. I don't have them like on the tip of my tongue because they're in my head, but they're not coming to mind, you know? I'm pretty sure I have a bunch written down somewhere that I'm like, oh, that would be so cool. They should add this. But yeah. Since they're a little older thoughts, they're not at the front of my brain. Whereas today I was just thinking about my beekeeping idea and I was like, oh yeah, I could mention that. So I did. I think I'd like to grab my chisel and deal with those blocks today as well. they're just sitting there, slightly annoying. So it would be good to deal with them. I think with that in mind, though, I'm actually going to pick up the stone ones with my pickaxe, since I don't have my axe on me. And I'll just take them to the blacksmith, rather than bring my chisel over here when it's getting night. So this way I'm not wasting nighttime. But that's a bit of stuff. Might as well grab some of these with my hand. I had an idea when I was making this that chiseling it would be cool, but now I'm like, it already does kind of look cool without the chiseling. And so I'll have to figure out what to do with chiseling to make it look better. But it's a little annoying that the chisel blocks turn into this. And when your chisel breaks, you can't really undo it when you break it. But it's also nice when you do that, because if you make something really detailed through chiseling, you don't want it to break when you pick it up. Okay, we still have inventory space. Is it spoiled? Fresh for less than an hour. I'm gonna stop there and I'll pick up those later. But let's grab art torches, so it's not so dark for you guys. And I'll just walk home. Unless a monster or a bear comes running at me, then I will start running for my life. But until then, we're chilling. But I hope more people find out about Vintage Story, because I've mentioned it before in a different video, I could definitely see someone adding a mod where it's like supernatural mod with werewolves and vampires and like witches. Because like, look at this forest aesthetic at this kind of hour. This totally feels like you could get attacked by a werewolf or a vampire, does it not? It's just a perfect aesthetic for that. I did not grab my hammer or chisel, so I should actually go over here. There we are. And for this, I'm gonna put my prospecting pick away. Now, chisel, hammer. I think do I do this? Yes. I think if I do it, yeah, that'll be just one motion. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna go grab an axe. That one's a slightly used one. There we go. And breaking these with an axe with a hammer in the offhand really looks awkward. But as I'm reverting these, it still says it's a chiseled block. It's still stacking? No, it's not. Why are those two not stacking? Odd. When I press H on it, it doesn't do anything to say like, oh yes, you can burn this or something. That's not very helpful. See, for the early game chiselers, I think it would be nice if you could somehow revert the block and like unchisel it. Because I think I got chiseling way too early, and that created this whole mess that I am trying to fix, but it is not wanting to work. Unique situation. I was hoping all the bugs were gone since it was November now, but I guess a fly somehow has found its way into my room and is bothering me while I do this. So that's fun. Now, I'm assuming this is because they were placed in a different way or broken a different way, but the fact that these two do not want to stack is odd. Very odd. If I break them this way, will they, like, reset? No. They still want to be in their own separate stack. I wonder why. Maybe one of these were before they updated the game for some reason, and they just didn't reset because they were a chiseled block or something? I have no clue. Let's just finish this little batch that I brought. And there we go. We got some stuff back. Also, if I make a lantern and I hold it in my offhand instead of a torch, does that light up the surroundings better than a torch? Or are they equal? Because I am curious about that. But let's do this. And I should only sleep until like 3. Eep. Up. Get up. Okay. Kinda failed that. But that was our last bit of that. Let's try bread. Okay, so I can't eat like half a bread. Like I can with a bowl. I can eat like 0.1 to 1.0 of a portion from a bowl, but not bread. It just eats the whole. So that's interesting. Let's be on our way though, so that I can fix those other chisel blocks. I do like how you hold this chisel when it's in your right hand. It kind of looks like you're preparing to fight something with a dagger, but it's a chisel. So the posture's cool. Otherwise, a little derpy running around with a chisel. Since it's not like a dagger. Okay. That's all of those fixed. Now it'll be curious if any of these... Why is that so dark right there? Do not want to stack with the others. They like to stack with that one, but not that one. Still weird. But not terribly weird. My flax is still so close to being farmable, but so far. Okay. Let's go this way. Hammer, chisel, axe. I need something to put these 3 things in. I guess I'll just grab... I can't put it in my thing. Okay. If I press control and I move over to the, these, then I can hold it and put it down while there's stuff in it. But if I'm not pressing control, then I can't. So let's go put that linen sack that has the chiseled blocks just in the windmill. And then I'll go back and grab the unused linen sack. Where do I put it though? My table's kind of in use. There we go. It was this one, I believe? Yeah. If I hover over it, it has oak planks, cobblestone, oak planks. Let's look at my food now. I should have enough that I should eat one piece of bread. Yeah. Look at that. Now it'd be funny if later they added something like a cutting board where you could cut your bread open and then you could put like raw bush meat, well not raw, but like cooked bush meat or cooked meat in it and like lettuce to make a sandwich. Okay, there we go. That's that sorted out. Now, I did kind of want to go over ruins. I do have a shovel. Why do these say look on them? But I have a shovel, I have a couple arrows. So there's no real need for me to be too scared of going this way. And checking out the ruins that I haven't yet. I think the easiest way to get to them though is by going through my little tunnel. Okay, that was a rabbit. That scared me. Rabbit jump scare. Oh. Hi. Do you like bonk me with your horns? I guess it just runs around scared. Okay. It'd be funny if they worked kind of like Minecraft goats, where they bonk you with their horns. Like, oh, I climbed up this whole mountain just to see this view, and then a goat charges at you, and now you don't get to see the view. Okay. Those I looked at. This one I haven't really looked at. I'm not sure I can even find bony soil around this kind of ruin. Oh, but cracked vessel. Soybeans. What's this? Aged polished rock. this, whatever ruin this is, it's kind of interesting that there's like a floor above. Maybe it's two separate ruins right here. Like this is one ruin and this is another. But the fact that they're two separate levels is quirky. Okay, well, I don't think there's bony soil in this. Oh. There is dirt under some of the sandstone. Yeah, I don't think there is bony soil under the ruins that has a rock block immediately under them. I don't think I'm gonna find anything there. This one I looked around. I will look right here. No. Okay. I looked at this one, that one, and this. Why was there an X that said look here? Why'd I put that here? And then there's one over here that says look. Oh, hey, blueberries. I like blueberries. Blueberry distraction. Maybe it was just me saying, hey, there might be blueberries. Or maybe it's me saying prospect here. It could be me telling myself to prospect. Hey, coal. That's not coal, that's copper. They both start with C. Emptied ruins. We can go this way to look at more ruins. And maybe find more blueberries. I do like using those as borders for the blue plants. Now, I don't think I've come across any areas related to the quest line of Vintage Story. Like, you're supposed to give the tin pickaxe to an explorer, which I haven't got tin copper to give or make a pickaxe from for the person. And I think I found 2 of them. But, I don't think I've stumbled across the area that they're saying, you should look at this area on your map. So I wonder how far away I am from it. I think some people say it's like the whole area is very dark. Oh, there it is. I wasn't looking at my map. I was just trying to see it. It has quartz by it. Not get rid of this good foliage by breaking the block under it. I might just have bad luck when it comes to ruins. No joke. Yeah, I think my ruin luck just sucks. Let's grab these. Oh, food. It's nice that the cracked vessels don't expire. The food in them doesn't. Flint shovel, flint axe. Maybe these rooms are connected with this one, like this is a hallway? Ooh, it does have a basement. That is a spooky fall though. Interesting. Dry sandstone. Why is there just like with spotty moss there on it? Okay. May shatter if broken. Can be repaired using glue. That's just soil. Large crate. Clothing. What's on top of it? I'm more curious about what this thing is on top of it. Metal barrel. Large crate. Rot. If I break them, do I get the loot from them? Let's test. Oh. Okay, that answers a no. Well, that's sad. This moss looks like mold, so I'm just gonna break it. But let's go back up. Bring glue. What do I want to do with this? Star. That color. Bring glue. Ruins. Ruins emptied. And was this supposed to be like their doorway? Sadly, not a bony soil ruin. This one, however, could maybe have bony soil. I don't think it does. Yeah. I don't really understand the layout of this ruin. Like, is this the chimney and that's a window? And this is a door and that's a window again? No clue. We have a furniture trader and spelt over there. I could go look at that. Oh. Some rye. Oh, but this area is unstable. Let's go to this rye. I mean spelt. Let's eat some bread since I'm hungry. And prepare your ears. Trader's loud. Where's your door? Not there. Hi, Vlad. Oh, that's cool. I like that one more. That's 10 gears. Oh my gosh. You want me to sell you glass? Or linen. Or a chandelier. I don't even know I can make a chandelier. Yeah, hi. One momento. Alrighty. Where's our next ruins to loot? Far away. And it is a little late. I got rid of that, so let's not have that there anymore. Tomorrow we will do more ruins. I think I go back now, because I am out of food. My shovel's low, and my inventory is full. So not a great combination to go ruin searching. I will, however, mark this copper. Both are in a cave. This is usually where I see wolves and bears, I feel. Oh. Yeah, too big of a fall for 2 blocks of water. Not the best. That's okay though. The wound shall heal. Not my dignity though. Dignity broken. Now. Pathways. too many pathways today, but lots of dirt. I mean, a lot of dirt. It'd be nice if there was an organized into chest button, or like quick stack in the chest button right here. Cause me being me, that would be helpful. Let's grab this belt and give it to the chickens. I moved all my seeds to the other area, the windmill. Yeah, so I like making bread, but it does not seem to be as good as just cooking food and making porridge or stew or anything else. It is calm right now. So let's go back while it's calm. We'll feed some of the chickens. Who will bark very loud. Food. I thought I was supposed to shift click those into there, but it was deciding that that was me eating it. Hey, look how much rots in here. It's nice. I have more stuff that's going to rot right here for you. And how is the compost going? It's done! It's mostly nitrogen. Interesting. Well, there's more compost in the making. Let's put these away. And those away. And those away. Now back we can go. I think I'll need another pot of my, not a pot, a crock of my porridge for tomorrow's ruin delving adventures. But hopefully the other ruins we are more lucky with getting bony soil. And I think I should put, I'll just throw the fax fiber in there for right now. Just for the inventory space tomorrow. And we shall sleep. It's funny that every time you get into bed, it doesn't like, ah, yes, I'm going to lay you straight up looking at the sky, or have your head angled into your, like, chin into your neck. I'm going to have you lay flat on the bed, like you're laying on your stomach, facing the pillow. I can't lay like that. It makes me uncomfortable. Because it makes me feel like I can't breathe into the pillow while I'm sleeping. But down here is another one. So I can go the same general way we went yesterday. by going to the little secret tunnel over here that heads around the lake, but instead of going left, we'll just go straight and a little to the right. But wolves. Wolves exist. Hi, wolves. Don't mind me. I guess they're migrating from the forest that way. They're slowly getting closer to my house. Or maybe they chased me and I brought them closer to my house. And this will bring them back to where they were before. Because hopefully they chased me to where they used to live and decided, nah, we like it here. Okay. The ruins are on top of the hill. This terrain isn't nicest to climb, though. Oh, look at that. The half-hidden sun. And here we are. Okay. I don't think this is one of the options that give bony soil. Yeah, so far every time I dig one lower, looking for bony soil under the sandstone, there is none. That's interesting right there. This one I might have to dig out this because I think the flooring is a little lower. But right here is weird. Ah! Hole. Cracked rubble. Well, is there a point in not having that break? It's rubble. Cracked rubble shattered. Tell me if that was a bad move on my part. I don't know. Oh, it gave it to me. Interesting. Ruined bookshelf. Let's get rid of the moldy moss looking stuff. Aged reed chest. Torches. Metal barrel. Medium crate of pottery. Large crate of cobwebs. Okay. What's up with this? I don't think there's anything up with that, but it does provide weird lighting and weird chiseled dirt. Spring glue. A star. That's that. Is there anything in this part? I'm assuming not, but I just want to check. Yeah, there's the floor. Bony soil! Okay, so now there is one that has bony soil under the sandstone blocks. More bony soil. More? There is quite the separation between this and the basement. I should probably skedaddle. Because there does seem to be wolves in the area. More ruins? Hot spring. Ruins, ruins. Okay, let's go that way? Yeah, let's go that way then. It seems like I should come back to these ruins, a lot of them, when I get glue. I don't know how to make glue though, so that'll be a learning process. Ooh, white flax. Not white flax, white lupins. The elusive white lupins. They kind of have a pinkish yellow color in them sometimes. And orange. This game has made me fall in love with lupins. Truly. I have never known they have existed until now, and I love them. That just looks like normal sandstone, so I'll pick those up. There doesn't seem to be any more different variety of lupins around, like red. So let us be on our way. I think that's just weird shading, but it looks like... Is that a hole or a branch? Okay, it's just weird shading. I thought right here there was like a fruit tree with thin branches, but it was just a shading from the dirt. Hey, snow. It hasn't all gone away. It's one of the cool maple trees. And those are turnips. I don't really care about the turnips. And I don't want to waste inventory space in case I find a ruined, not a ruined, a cracked vessel. I don't know. This ruin doesn't seem like it'll have a cracked vessel, but I don't know. Hey, bony soil though. I mean, that was worth it. I'm gonna say that's emptied. Lots of oak. Cracked vessel. There it is. What is here? Oh. There actually was a cracked vessel there. Brown coal. I don't think it'll have any other cracked vessels around. But I guess for these kinds of structures, now I know that there should just be a cracked vessel around. It would probably be faster if I just typed looted in front of the ruin rather than that whole phrase. What time is it? 11? Let's try and see. Well, actually, there's fruit trees right there. I marked those though. Let's see if I can go this way and get to that ruin over there before it gets too dark. And find growing rye. That's nice. Not that it gave me like any seeds though. This one did though. Inventory is getting full. I probably shouldn't go ruin looting with my full inventory like this. No, I'll mark these carrots. And I missed ruins right here. Hi. I'm gonna move this over here. Tools. Flint knife and an axe. I guess it's better than the spider web. What do I even use this for? I'll just put that there. I have bony soil to pick up. And medium fertility soil. Oh, hey, there's more. It's a seed vessel. Theoretically, it could give me seeds I don't have. It gave me turnip seeds. And maybe flax seeds. But I didn't really need the turnip seeds. Oh, there's so many ruins right here. I need to come back to this one. But I think that's enough ruin delving for me. My nice shovel broke, and now I'm on this flint one. So I'd rather come back when I have a good shovel again. And maybe more inventory space. But let's go check on our flax on our way back and deposit all the seed stuff that we can at the house. I'll just hold my bow for protection while I'm running back to the house and windmill. Today got foggy. I don't really love foggy days because they're just odd. The deeper you go, the foggier it gets, but the higher you go, it gets less foggy. It's a weird system. So especially if you're trying to mine on a foggy day, it sucks. If you're not, though, then it's fine, but mining sucks on foggy days, and I hate that. I could hunt some deer over here. I will actually break these boulders of sandstone. I do like getting those. Coming across those is like a secret treasure that you didn't know you wanted, but you do. Maybe something I need to do in Vintage Story is just force myself to like the sandstone more. Maybe if I come across an actual more desert-like biome, then I will use sandstone to make something Egyptian style? I don't know, is that rude? I feel like it could be rude to some people, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna build this one style, but then if you don't do it exactly right, isn't it like, oh, that's rude. That's culturally wrong and rude. I don't know. I feel like it could be interpreted that way. But I don't mean any harm in, like, trying to build in styles that are like that. I might suck at building sometimes, but that is not what the point is. It's me trying to be like, oh yes, I like the way you build these things. Let me try. There's that. I will actually bring that back with me. There's all of that as well. I think that's it on the foliage part. And how is the grains? 6 out of 9. Do I have a chicken in there? I think I do. Is that my first Generation 1 chicken? Well, my Generation 2 chicken? It does say Generation 2. It would be helpful if more Generation 2 chickens actually went in there, but a little tricky to do that. Once they're all Generation 3, it will be nice. For now, still kind of suffering. This deer, I feel like it wants me to hunt it. It's running, it's leading me back to my base. Turnip seeds. 2 stacks and 8 packets of turnip seeds with almost 8 full stacks of turnips. I kind of don't like the turnips. I don't feel like they're the greatest food source, but like at least I have them for emergencies if need be. I guess I'll hold that. And I don't remember where I put the bony soil. Here? No. Here. Yes. 11 bony soil. Isn't it wonderful? Once winter comes around and I want to stay inside more because I don't want to run through all my food, we are going to do some serious lore discovery. And probably mining. Let's put that away. We're literally 2 flax fibers off of our next bit of sales. That's rough. Just rough. But I think that will be all for this episode. Maybe we sit down and do a thumbnail in here because I did not remember to do one in the ruins. But yeah, I think that'll be the episode for today, and that'll end off this week. Look at that sky. That's so pretty. But I hope you had a good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye!